Uy, Pinoy may gawa nito. Anime. Pinoy rock.
I love anime.
Pinoy animation, the underdog that's winning hearts.
You love Pixar? You cry over Studio Ghibli films? You binge-watch cartoons on a lazy Saturday? The smooth movements, those bright, bold colors, the worlds that feel so real, it's all magic.
Obviously, I love real magic.
But what if I told you a big part of that magic is made in the Philippines?
What?
Filipino animators have been the secret ingredient in global hits for decades. They're the wizards behind the curtain, world-class talents whose names are often hidden in the credits. For years, the Philippines was seen as just an outsourcing hub, where foreign studios sent their storyboards to be brought to life. Our artists delivered, drawing everything from classic Disney characters to superhero showdowns.
So clever, so talented.
But that's only half the story. Now Filipino animators are stepping out from behind the curtain, ready to tell their own stories. This isn't just about getting noticed, it's about building an industry on our own terms. It's a story of resilience, creativity, and a community determined to carve out its own space.
Inspiring.
The rise of Pinoy animation proves that talent can't be contained forever. We're witnessing a renaissance, a new generation of artists drawing from our culture, cities, and humor. Let's talk about the studios, the artists, and the projects putting the Philippines on the animation map.
Pinoy pride.
This is a story for anyone who's ever rooted for the underdog. Prepare to be amazed, inspired, and to add Filipino animated films to your must-watch list. The show is just getting started, and you have a front row seat. Building an animation industry isn't easy. Filipino animators have faced endless challenges, especially money.
It's tough.
Animation is expensive, and investors rarely take risks on local projects. Many brilliant ideas never made it past the concept stage. For years, animation was seen as just for kids, not a real career.
Really?
No money in art crushed countless dreams. Local films struggled to compete with Hollywood blockbusters, and marketing budgets were tiny. Even when a great film was made, finding an audience was tough.
Not cool.
But these obstacles forged a community that's resourceful, resilient, and passionate. They learned to do more with less, supporting each other in a system not built for them. Their struggle is the fire that forged today's success.
Wow, what a talent!
The Philippines has long been animation's best-kept secret. Studios like Toon City and Snipple Animation are global powerhouses, animating shows like Kim Possible and Rick and Morty.
Creativity!
Outsourcing gave Filipino artists jobs and world-class training. But while they brought foreign stories to life, their own stories waited in the wings. Imagine being a chef cooking French cuisine for others, but dreaming of serving your own adobo. That was the reality for many animators. Masters of the craft, but rarely the authors.
Inspiring.
This created a hunger to tell stories that looked and felt like home. The skills were there. What was needed was the chance to create. The central conflict, moving from being the hands that draw to the minds that imagine. Now Filipino animators are channeling their experience into stories that are truly their own. The stage is set for a new chapter. A new generation of animators is changing the game. They grew up on Looney Tunes, Dragon Ball Z, Marvel, and local comics, blending influences into something uniquely Filipino. No longer content to copy Western or Japanese styles, they're forging their own path. They draw from folklore, reimagining creatures like the Manananggal and Tikbalang, and set stories in the vibrant streets of Manila.
Scary.
Animation now explores family, identity, and everyday Filipino life. Artists experiment with styles, mixing digital and traditional techniques. Animation is no longer just for kids. It's a respected medium for all ages.
Obviously, I love real magic.
These storytellers are filmmakers, poets, and critics, using animation to express the full spectrum of Filipino experience. Cartoons aren't just for kids, they're for everyone. The internet has bulldozed old barriers for Filipino animators.
Cool.
Platforms like YouTube and Instagram let anyone share their work with millions. No executive approval needed. This direct access empowers creators to bypass traditional funding and distribution. The result? An explosion of independent animation online.
That's amazing!
Artists get instant feedback, build communities, and test ideas with real audiences. Crowdfunding lets fans directly support their favorite projects. Now, a student in Cebu can go viral worldwide overnight. International studios scout Filipino talent online.
Yeah, totally. That makes sense. That makes sense.
The internet has leveled the playing field. If your work is good, it will find an audience. For Filipino animators, this digital doorway is a game changer. Every movement needs its big wins. For Pinoy animation, Hayop Ka, the Nympha de Mano story on Netflix was a breakthrough. A proudly Filipino film, full of local humor, streamed globally. It proved our stories have worldwide appeal. Its success was years in the making, overcoming budget and production challenges. Netflix gave Pinoy animation new visibility and inspired others to dream bigger. Studios like Toon City continue to build the industry's reputation for excellence. These wins, both headline-grabbing and behind the scenes, create momentum. Each success makes it easier for the next project to get made. These are collective triumphs, paving the way for Filipino animation to become a celebrated global force.
It's impressive.
The future is being drawn, one frame at a time. What makes Pinoy animation special? Its heart. Filipino stories are rooted in community, family, and resilience. RPG Metanoia, the country's first 3D animated feature, is about friendship and courage.
That's nice.
Barangay 143, the first Filipino anime-style series, blends sports action with real Filipino life. These works fuse local culture with global styles, creating something both familiar and fresh. Artists reinterpret folk tales and infuse foreign styles with their own perspective. The result is a visual language of modern Filipino identity. At its core is Bayanihan, communal unity and support.
Innovation.
The industry thrives on collaboration, with artists uplifting each other. This spirit is the invisible force animating the animators themselves. The journey of Pinoy animation is just beginning. Challenges remain: funding, support, and recognition. But the future is bright. World-class talent, bold storytellers, and digital platforms have created a storm of creative potential. Education and festivals like Anima Generacion nurture the next generation. As an audience, we play a role: watch, share, and support local animation. Your support tells creators there's an audience for their stories. Every like, share, and view is a vote for the future of Filipino animation.
So true.
So next time you're on Netflix or YouTube, seek out a Filipino animated film. You'll find stories full of heart, humor, and unique vision. This is more than entertainment. It's a celebration of Filipino identity and creativity. Support Pinoy animation. Be part of the magic. All they need is for you to press play.